Dr. Fall is the chairperson of the FARA Board of Directors and the former Director General of Senegal's National Institute for Agricultural Research. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Alioune Fall.
Oh boy, I'm so happy to be here this morning in Durban. You know, all we are here, we love South Africa. So God bless South Africa. This is really the country at the forefront of African development. So once again, God bless South Africa. The President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, Commissioner Her Excellency Joseph Sako, Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Environment of the African Union, Minister for Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development, Republic of South Africa, Honorable Toko Idiza, the representative of FAO, Dr. Abebe Haile Gabriel, I hope he's here, the chair of GIFA, Raven Kumar Katarpal, the chair of PAFO, Mr. Kolian Palebele, Mayor of the City of Durban, Mr. Mexul Kaunda, Executive Director of Kakadesa, Dr. Cliff Lamini, Executive Director of Asareka, Enoch Varinda, Executive Director of CORAF, Dr. Abdul Tenkwano, Executive Director of AFAS, Slim Nadi, and for sure, Executive Director of FARA, Mr. Yemi, Director of IFAD Research and Impact Assessment Division, Sarah Savestano, leaders of research and development organization here present, distinguished scientists and members of academia, member of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I find it a great pleasure to welcome every one of you to the opening of the 8th Africa Agribusiness and Science Week here in Durban. This is the largest convening of actors in Africa, agricultural science for more than 2 decades. Its conventional name is the Africa Agriculture Science Week. The 8th edition is strict with the agribusiness to bring to the fore the importance of agribusiness without losing the overarching science structure of the week. The need to show the impact of science in agriculture has necessitated the linkage of agriculture with business. Indeed, without running African agriculture as a business, its precarious condition as a means of livelihood may not experience the needed change. If agriculture will provide a stable means of livelihood, it must be operated as a business against the notion of treating agriculture as a peasant subsistence endeavor. The theme of this one-week gathering is linking science, innovation with agribusiness for resilient food systems. This clearly expresses the overarching goals of these 4 days. Interaction of experts and partners drawn from different parts of Africa from the globe. In the last 4 decades, the use of science in African agriculture has experienced a gradual increase, starting with the establishment of research stations, infrastructures and facilities in agriculture in the universities between 60s and 70s. This was followed by the initiation and support of specific commodity programs through the CG systems and centers and national programs in the 70s and 90s. Key activities over the period also include the establishment of extension service throughout the world. Throughout the period also include, through the World Bank project in few African countries in early 80s, and later the call and the development of myriads of research programs addressing technology, economic, and social issues. While technologies and knowledge are gradually generated, the pace seems to be little to match the required developmental need of the continent. A recent study within the program accompanying the Research and Innovation PARI indicated the need of renewed investment into agricultural research if Africa will generate innovation with measurable social and economic benefits or impact. This is true in wake of the new challenges facing the continent require prompt technology attention. For instance, climate change and its devastating effect on the continent require new ways of doing things in almost all facets of our society's societal life. The agricultural sector has been labeled as the prime contributor and the source of solution. That's why we say that agriculture is a solution to climate change. The FAO has defined climate-smart agriculture as the way to ensure adaptation and mitigation of climate change. This requires new technologies that are climate-smart and still give organized to the key clause of sustainable and resilience. It is clear that the emerging farmers, I mean youth especially in Africa, will not revert to old practices that are nature-based unless it is well packaged and made more affordable and technology-savvy. The farming and food system transition is another area where technology packaged natural-based approach is needed, while the ecology balance method is the only way to go. I'm convinced that the best science must be investigated to move forward. I believe that our research system needs to change completely from the linear model to models that are compliant with the innovation systems approach, where comprehensive partnership is embraced and the technology demand pathway is clearly established. The real need of the technology and users must be identified and fully characterized in order to meet them and trigger the technology-driven change we need. I'm excited with the new wave of technologies driven by ICT-based knowledge. This is fast changing the world, and agriculture needs not to lose its place. The FARA project, supported by the BMZ and co-implemented by ZEF University of Bonn and FARA in Africa, has given a lot of attention to digitalization and its potential to drive the change we need. It has grown gradually in recent decades, from remote sensing to application-led information system, to drones, and lately artificial intelligence. I also understand that robotics is coming in gradually to do the work that are hardest on the farm and in the processing and packaging facilities. I'm of the opinion that Africa cannot afford to miss this technology-driven revolution in our farming and food system. I need to say that technology is not enemy of the ecological and natural-based approach. Rather, it helps to structure and make it our life and livelihood a better one. Africa's agriculture needs to experience a revolution, and I will propose sustainable resilience as a smart caption. Such revolution will position the continent to bounce back to its original best shape, irrespective of the external pressures and occurrence. Our resilience needs to embrace the full component of sustainability. It should be socially acceptable, economically profitable, technically feasible, and environmentally friendly or healthy. It's very important. This underscores the need to do agriculture in a business model. Possibly, we need to do more than pay lip service to the need to engage with the private sector, but in addition to expressing the needs, we should take practical steps to create policies and develop infrastructure that will support agriculture and transform it into a good business and source of livelihood. I want to allude the good work of the African Development Bank is doing with regard to this, especially in most of the speeches of my great brother, Dr. Adesina, the president of the African Development Bank. Investment into the right infrastructure is principal to agribusiness development. A loan granted to agribusiness entrepreneurs where public infrastructure is limited will eventually become a bad debt. I understand that the reason behind the low recovery rate of loans extended to young agripreneurs is that the input and output market is not stable and profitability is not guaranteed. Yet, we are doing little to nothing to structure it. It suggests to me then that investing lots of money is important as investing the right things and in the right way. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited that we will be discussing these issues over 4 days and certainly come up with clear ways to move Africa agriculture forward. Once again, I want to welcome you to this 4 days intellectual adventure, an opportunity to shape our agricultural future. Thank you for your attention, and God bless South Africa. Thank you very much.